Hello from here and welcome to our final morning here in Victoria, Canada. This morning we're catching a ferry from Victoria across the border to the USA. The US government is allowing tourists back into the US, so hopefully we don't have to go through much of a problem at the border as we did last time. And from there we're renting a car and driving down the west coast, stopping in Portland for a few nights, stopping near the redwood forests of California for a few nights, and then heading into San Francisco. Once we get to San Francisco, we're planning on flying back to Wisconsin. Hopefully smooth sailing, no PCR tests or anything like that this time, which is helpful a little bit, but yeah, so hopefully it all goes smoothly. Hello from the USA! We just got off the ferry at Port Angeles and it's currently raining. Story of our trip up north so far. So we had a good discussion with the immigration officer at Victoria. Wasn't as bad as last time, but we still got, well, I certainly got questioned a little bit more than usual. So he was saying that if you're in the States and you shouldn't really travel to Canada, Mexico or the Bahamas and then just try and get back into the States. So he sort of gave us a bit of instruction. I think we get tied up when people ask us where we live, because we don't really know what to say. We don't really know how to answer that. Sarah got her partner visa approved for Australia, so we wanted to see proof of that. Still let us in and probably put a little flag on my passport next time I try and come in. But we made it! Woohoo!
Hooray!
I think I saw a seal just as we were leaving Victoria. That was fun.
I'm just glad I'm not horrifically motion sick.
We're just leaving Port Angeles now and driving to Sequim for lunch, and then we'll continue on from there further south to Olympia for the night, and then we're heading into Portland. Probably not many scenic videos on this trip, but lots of grey sky and hopefully happy faces. Good morning, we're back on the road again. As you can see, it's still raining. Luckily we've got our sunroof open so we can soak in the rain. We're continuing south to Portland today. Not planning on stopping anywhere, unfortunately, due to the weather. I guess we'll see you in Portland. Good morning from Portland, Oregon. And we're in a tiny home.
Yay!
Maybe we'll do a tour another time. So we got here yesterday and it was still raining, and it finally stopped in the evening, which was nice because we walked a few blocks away to get some Japanese, which was lovely. And today we're about to catch a Uber into pretty much downtown Portland. Again, find some places to walk around and drink some coffee and eat some donuts and visit some markets and drink some beer and eat some pizza.
Sounds like all we're doing is eating.
And drinking. And hiking. That's pretty much all we do anyway. Okay, we're off.
Goodbye.
We actually started in the hills to the west of the downtown area, just to the west. We walked along the Wildwood Trail, which took us through a couple of different parks and then next to Japanese Garden and Rose Garden. And we slowly made our way back down into the downtown area proper.
And then we decided not to get Voodoo Donuts because it seemed way too hyped and crazy line. And Marcus got phenomenal donuts from a local shop right next to our Airbnb anyway. I think Angel's Bakery is what it was called. So yeah, and then we forgot to go to a bookstore and basically do lots of other little things that we were gonna do. And instead we just continued walking down the riverfront and over a bridge so I could get some gluten-free pizza and beer. The gluten-free brewery, awesome. Didn't have gluten-free pizza that day, not awesome. Marcus, though, found another brewery that did gluten-free wood-fired pizzas, so we walked again over there. Upon returning back to the area north of the downtown where our Airbnb was, we went to one more little wine bar here and walked home, and by the end of it, we had just about 30,000 steps.
And a blister on my foot. Today we have about a 5 or 6 hour drive further south, and we're heading into California, and the town that we're staying at, it's called
Crescent City.
Thank you. We'll be basing ourselves there for the next few days and hopefully visiting some more redwoods.
It's gonna be a long drive, but at least it's lovely weather today, and we won't have to drive hours and hours in the torrential rain like we did to get to Portland.
We'll see you in California.
Goodbye from here. Southern Oregon was foggy and gloomy and quite just honestly dreadful looking. And then we crossed into California, the sky opened up and the sun began to shine on us, and that's why I'm currently blind. We have about 45 minutes left to go, and by the end of this 45 minutes we should have driven through some of the redwood forest, I believe, and get all the way to the coast to see the ocean. Hello from here. We're at the redwoods. Yay! this road trip. We are on our way to San Francisco, and yesterday we drove about 4 or 5 hours from Crescent City by the Redwoods to the northern wine country where we had plans to go to a winery as you would, but neither of us felt very good yesterday, which was kind of a bummer. So we ended up not doing that, just kind of relaxing at our Airbnb for the night. But today is a new day and we are both feeling quite a bit better, so we are headed to San Fran for a day in the city. Tonight we'll spend one night in San Fran, and then tomorrow we are most likely off to Denver.
Good morning. You probably can't see us, but I can assure you that we're here. It's just past 3 a.m. and we're having a creepy drive through downtown San Francisco.
We already saw someone's naked butt.
Yes, the crack of dawn. That's all. Heading to San Francisco airport to drop off our rental car, and then we're flying to Denver. And then potentially flying to Minneapolis tonight or first thing tomorrow morning. So we're going to see how things go with our flights.
Hello from here. We are in Golden, Colorado. It's very cold this week here.
Yep.
It's frozen a bit down there. We flew to Denver from San Francisco this morning very, very early. We've been awake since about 2:30 a.m. San Francisco time.
Yep.
Oh, I thought that was a piece of ice floating right toward us.
It is.
Oh. Is it?
Yep.
It's ice. Oh. It's a slippery little guy. Hey, I got it. Ice.
Ice fishing.
I saw one of my best friends I haven't seen in years.
Well, I wandered around downtown Denver and had a very nice coffee and a very massive lunch or brunch.
Lunch. Okay. Yeah, my friend and I had an amazing brunch at a vegan restaurant in Denver called City O City. I had vegan chicken and waffles, but I'm basically just ate the waffles. I'm glad we came out here. It's been 2 years since we've been here. Yeah, and then tomorrow morning we fly to Minneapolis. And I can say that with confidence because I booked tickets. Whee! Goodbye from
Bye
here.
from here.
My finger is frozen.
Just got the partner visa approved for Australia, so we wanted
In
to see
2
that.
miles, take the Sequim Avenue exit.
Sequim. Safety net below the bridge saved the lives of 19 men during construction. It only took 4 years to build it.
Wow.
Oh, they were quick.
When-
No
what
wonder
year
they were
was it?
falling. We're going to Minneapolis. I do so reckon there'll be some ice up there.